Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. I'm back again, and we're going to play more Ace Attorney Investigations. Welcome Azraya, welcome Tag. Sorry to hear about the overdraft fees, Azraya. I'm glad you're able to get one of them removed at least. Also, while I was offline, we had a sub from Mana for Evermore. Thank you very much for the sub. Very nice. Thank you very much. Okay, can we finish this game today? We're gonna find out. This is this part 17? Hang on, let's find out. Part 17. Have I been playing any other game for that long? I guess Hollow Knight, but that was a ton of different things, not just one playthrough. How long was Twilight Princess? Just checking that. That was 15. Okay. Those parts were longer than these ones, but yeah. Anyway, we've been playing this game for a while. And we're going to see if we can finish it today. Oh, come on, there we go. Yeah, I watched the direct this morning when I woke up, actually. There was some neat stuff in there. I did not expect a Deadly Premonition 2 to ever be announced, but that's kind of cool. Alright. FF9 was 15 streams. Oh, was it? Nice. Yeah, I cannot believe they announced DMC2 for Switch. Like, not DMC2 and 3, just 2. Just 2 on its own. Who wants to buy that? What? Why? What? If they don't release 3 afterwards, I'm going to be very mad. Why wouldn't they just skip over 2 and release 3? I don't know. Anyway. This case has been a long road. Yeah, we ended at a strange time last time. This final guy this final boss, basically, he just keeps going on. We seem to have him cornered like 1,000 times, and he's like, Nah, I'm fine. You haven't proven anything. And we're like, Arr! So, let's try and... Hang on, what have we proven? Okay. We figured out that the real scene of the murder of Manny Kojin was in the dressing room backstage at the Steel Samurai show. And so that was on neutral ground. That was on American soil. So if we can link him to that crime, we can have the scumbag thrown in jail. Yeah. Hey, counting? Hey, American, welcome. I should get through the rest of the case today. Nice. Oh yeah, I was wondering how Overwatch on the Switch works. It wouldn't have crossplay or anything, would it? That would be a shame. It is cool that's coming to the Switch, though. What about your soil? We got you now. Nah, I don't feel like being arrested. Oh, okay then. Yeah, that's what it's felt like. Okay. So I stopped playing just at... I don't know how close to the end we are here. I just kind of had to stop because it just kind of kept going last time. So, let's pick up where we left off. Yes, and I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. What is the piece of evidence that shows that Mr. Alba was probably bleeding at the time? I think I've already done a wrong answer for this one, haven't I? Let's check. This piece shows that it's possible that Mr. Alba was bleeding at the time. I see. I suppose that does show us something. That you are quite possibly the most consummate liar of a prosecutor I've ever met. What? Look who's calling who a liar. Please excuse me. I will now show you the evidence you seek. Evidence that shows that Mr. Alba was counterattacked and was bleeding because of it. Okay. Get my health back. Lucia for Super Smash Brothers. You know, I'd be up for that. Alright. Well, we know that he was bleeding. He had this wound, which he claims... Yeah, he claims this happened when he killed Damask, but, well, hopefully it happened when he killed Manny. Because this is some more proof. Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound. That was from when Damas 2 attacked me with a pair of scissors. Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room. Ah, but is that what really happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so I can't just accept that as fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Alba, and see if the shape of your wound matches with the scissors? You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip you by, no matter how insignificant the possibility. You're one to talk, Mr. Alba. You've managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as the smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal. Hey, Panicking, welcome. Yep, hopefully, yeah, we're right at the end of this case in this game. Lucia was fine. It's not her fault. The circumstances under which her game was made sucked. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't mind Lucy. I'd like if they brought her back and kind of fleshed out her moveset and such some more. Is the sound going for anyone else, or is it just you? Ah, okay. Are there any audio issues for anyone else? I am the master of my fear. However, to think that a person such as you could miss such a large thing. You believe I have overlooked something? You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Cochin. So you're panicking? Have a good shift at work? Audio seems fine for you two? Okay. Good. And that it was caused here in one of the theatre's dressing rooms, right? Yes, that is correct. I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and one that could only have come from a blade. I wonder where you will propose that such a weapon came from. Ah, this theatre was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort. Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring in the alabastrian knife in a bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. Ah, but as long as you can't prove what that other way is, all your talk about Mr. Cochin stabbing me is pure nonsense. So, if that other way does exist, you'd better hurry and tell me now. I've got no idea. I will think it over though. Good music. Your Australian internet might just be dying. How unusual. Oh. Two people in Australia can't use the internet at the same time. That's the issue. Sad but true. Oh, that's funny. With pleasure. Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how Mr. Cochin brought a weapon into this theatre. Using this, Mr. Cochin was able to bring a weapon into the Theatrum Neutralis. Oh, really? Would you care to show me exactly how he did it using that? That's... Curses. I can't think of a single way to use this. If you had no confidence in your answer, you'd have been better off thinking a bit more before picking something, you idiot! Urgh! Their double-team efforts are worse than Larry and that old lady. Please excuse me. This time I will show you the evidence you desire to see. And reload. I'm going to try the key first. I haven't seen any of Astral Chain yet. Is it good? I kind of forgot it was coming out so soon. I'm going to try the key. Among law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yatagarasu's key. That key! That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago. And it is very unique in that it is both a key and a knife. Meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theatre. You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped off the blood and placed it back in Mr. Cochin's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe, there was a document about Cadopian paper, signed by Mr. Cochin. In order to make it look like Mr. Cochin died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened that office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this nice blade with your wound, Mr. Quercus Alba? And that is what some may call the coup de grace. Impossible. You can't take me down. Swine, all of you. Especially Manny Cochin. This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador. Which is why he deserves to die while bearing the guilt for all of my crimes for me. Hey, we finally broke him. That's why I sent out the Yatagarasu's card, and how this incident was born. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader who was killed by the Yatagarasu. But I had yet another reason, yet another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. And I would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for you meddling prosecutors. Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there is one more question I forgot to ask. This country's, or Alabast's, which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you. Oh god. Call an ambulance. Wow. It's old man Alba. Yeah. Astral Chain was fun when you were playing it? Oh, nice. Very good. March 17, 11:21 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Phew, this is it. The big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial today. And next week, he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Alabast. Francisca is heading that one. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes at it. Having to face Miss Von Karma in court right after facing you, sir. Oh, I don't even want to think of what that would be like. I caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted into the courthouse. And boy, he looked about as glum as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck. You know, I've been thinking. That flight attendant, and even Mr. Portsman were all Mr. Alba's secret agents. Correct. That smuggling ring was the common thread between all of the incidents. Camille was to provide support during smuggling ops, using her job as an attendant. And Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favour. Oh, I fly airlines, and even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from the smuggling ring, huh, sir? I suspect there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, it sounds like such a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. What is it, Detective? Ah, nothing. It's just... well, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the Ring. But all of that has come to an end, as his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society. Well, with the arrests of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano, I guess that about wraps up the KG-8 incident as well, huh? I suppose so. The real killer in the KG-8 incident 10 years ago was Manny Kochin. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KG-8 incident was Macrel. Those two facts are the unshakable truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. And I will expose it all at the trials today. You're solving cases left and right today, aren't you, sir? CCU and Deadman. Dademan. Perhaps now, these two brave souls who tried to make the truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Poleno. Shrimp, crab, beef. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you. What? Seriously, sir? Wait. Actually, I don't think I want them anymore. The way you're holding them. Don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. Detective Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became Cadopia again, its economy has changed. Really? And it seems that Ambassador Poleno has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced as the official ambassador of the newly reunified Cadopia. Ah, but what a pity. Who's this? Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant, Kay. But wait, that's not what I said. So, Mr. Edgeworth, please let me have them, sir. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here? Hey, you've got to be more alert than that. I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit. I totally didn't notice you, or realise that voice was you. Lang Zi says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Okay. Agent Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here. It's been a long time since I set foot in a courthouse, but I wasn't going to miss. Watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Well, that and something else. I want to see you in action in court. Is that so, Agent Lang? We flushed out all the counterfeit bills, so Zengfar is finally at peace again. And it's all thanks to you, so I just want to say, thanks. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth. I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. Welcome DMC2 and DMC. Welcome Scurvy. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. It has the blade mode and ripping hearts out of enemies from a vengeance. Huh, that's kind of cool. Smuggling and ring are words used so often in this game they lose all meaning. Yes. I believe the victory belongs to the both of us in this case. Ah, a shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you, prosecutors. And I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. That's a bad thing to admit as a member of Interpol. I've always done things my own way, and that's not about to change. You got that? I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job. Yeah, and if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. But as for me, I'm gonna get that person no matter what. Alright. It's about time for the trial to start. I will see you later. I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. I prepared a whole ton of ticker tape for today's victory, sir. I'll help throw some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins. Haha, hope you've got enough, because I'm going to go call my men up as well. A modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. The scene shifts to the courtroom, and the final act of this long tale begins. The legend of the great thief Yatagarasu. It's the story of those who chose to dedicate their lives to the pursuit of the truth. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet, and to that end, you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. That creed was forced on me since I was very young. However, I no longer think that is all we prosecutors are, and that is because... That went kind of fast, actually, that text. Even though I've only been away from the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I set foot in one, and today, more than any other day, I feel the fight within me rising. I'm really in Mr. Edgeworth's debt for the other day. Thanks to him, I'm still free to serve in the friendly blue skies. Oh, so about my suitcases. I've been selling them on the internet, and they've become a real sensation. Thanks to the praise the art world has lavished on my work as being truly postmodern. The airline has chosen me to design their new line of I-Fly jumbo jets. Whoa! Just think, someday you will be able to take a ride in my pink-walled, yellow-seated jet. Ooh! Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh, I forgot about this guy. Edgeworth? Oh, that rudeness of a rude man. Because of him, my time and money is wasted. But more importantly, I received a most fantastic treasure recently. The Primiduc statue of the Principality of Cadopia. It weighs a bit light in my hands, but the Ambassador Poleno was most generous. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? Did he give him the fake? We finally caught Agent Hicks's killer, and I was able to witness Mr. Alba's teary eyes. It feels good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work another case in cooperation with them. However, the Cadopian courts await. Cadopia's air is supposed to be very fresh, so my whip should find new vigour there. No worries, Scurvy. Sorry to hear that. This little patrolman has been fired as of today, sir. I thought I was safe since we found the gun I had dropped. But I hadn't noticed that I'd dropped my police badge too. I guess what really broke the camel's back was that I couldn't find my badge. My little life has suddenly tripped into a dark black hole, sir. I think I'll go to the courthouse and file a complaint with Ruffles Man. Ruffles Man. His life has tripped into a dark black hole. That wasn't a pleasant little catch-up, was it? That was a bit dark. I was actually hoping to talk with Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did. But I've got to get going and return to Europe. I've still got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to study there. Next time I'll help Mr. Edgeworth on a case, I'm going to do it as a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him, scientifically. It was cool to have Emma show up like that. Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. But I won't be going outside much anytime soon, but that's really okay. The only prison I'm forever trapped in is the cage of love! The guard down at the detention centre, well, when he's on guard duty, he has such a cold look in his eyes, just like that prosecutor. Ah! Stop it, Lauren! When will you ever learn to stop being a prisoner of love? Oh. It appears there are all sorts of drama that takes place outside of the courtroom. Since we judges are here day in and day out, I've only heard a few rumours, but apparently Mr. Edgeworth teamed up with a thief and became a detective. Maybe I should team up with a bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something. Oh, I want to play that game. Can I play that game? I want to play that game. Phew, I barely escaped death yet again. Yeah, but boy were we lucky to have Mr. Edgeworth help us out, huh? Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security guard job. Don't let it get you down, Maggie. You've still got me. You're right, sir. I won't be sad. I'm going to pick myself up and get through this. I wonder what my next job should be. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. Yeah, Palando was a really good red herring, actually. I think he did a good job at that. Speaking of, why not come to Godopia for your summer vacation? We have coupons aplenty. Right now, our embassy is proud to present our Let's Investigate a Murder show. Although recreating that particular case has created a few small fires of its own, then we had a few problems with the fire marshals, but the next event will be great. It will be an attraction entitled Capture the Yatagarasu. Of course, I hope to enlist Kay's help in creating our latest attraction. I like Palando. So what's next? So next I'm going to... next I want to finish Super Mario Kart. I can't believe that Mindy dished me and went to Japan. But it's okay, because that's how I met Miharu. We're planning to go to Paris soon and start a business. Oh, that will go well. We're going to sell Blue Ocean dogs. They'll sell like hotcake dogs for sure. Hotcake hot dogs for sure. A blue hot dog and a blue bun. I guarantee it'll turn your tongue and your face blue. I know I'm not really the type to work a lot, or at all really, but... Oh, so I noticed that I really haven't seen the guy in the blue suit at all recently. I wonder what's up. Well, the next time we meet, I'm going to make him eat one of my dogs. The guy in the blue suit. Was he talking about Phoenix? Are they just determined to not say Phoenix's name in this game? Today, I gave testimony in court today, as a member of the Yatagarasu. Yo, Mr. Bad, you look well, all things considered. By the way, have you noticed that elements within the ring have begun moving? They're probably fighting over who should succeed, over who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I could forget I'd ever heard of that smuggling ring. Lang Zi says, thoroughly bite the poisonous snake from head to tail. No one runs afoul of the law and escapes this wolf's fangs. I'll get you all yet. Ah, youth. When did I become so old, I wonder? I've begun noticing the grey hairs in my beard more. I'm thinking of retiring my mirror. Oh. I was the Pink Princess and the Pink Badger, all in the span of 2 days. Talk about busy. But it's alright, because I got a letter from my beloved Edgypoo. Please take care of your hip, and when you wish to speak, first take off your headpiece. What does he mean by that last statement? It's not like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. I've been aiming some creepy fuzzy pink animal, and I was the Pink Princess, okay? But ever since I was young, I've so much hair on my head. Where am I? Blah blah blah. Hey, King Rolly. Yeah, we didn't have that much to go in the end. Just a couple more little questions to answer, and then we finally won. Yeah, I really like Bad. He is cool. March 17, 4:33 PM. High Prosecutor's Offices, room 1202. Well, I feel so much better now that the trial's over. And as always, your legal prowess was top-notch, sir. Yeah, and nothing beat the look on Mr. Alba's face when you revealed the ring's secrets. I was amazed. You're like a totally different person when you step into a courtroom. Mr. Edgeworth is always 10 times fiercer in court. Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they've begun large-scale operations to clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave to Francisca and Agent Lang. So, what are your plans now, Kay? Oh, well, we've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know! Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Are you still trying to steal my job, pal? Just kidding, just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy. Phew, what a relief. Kay? Yes? Even after all that's happened, are you still planning to become a great thief? Of course! But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yatagarasu, so I'm going to hold off on doing anything until I make a tight 3-person team of my own. A 3-person team? A 3-person team of young beauties the same age as me, if possible. With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the 2 other people you need. My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what was so noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, the only things I will ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. I'm going to work extra hard to make a world where the Yatagarasu isn't needed. Let's both strive for such a future. Well, I guess it's time for me to get going. I see. Okay, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay? And don't be a stranger. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock on the window and sneak in. If you could, I'd appreciate it if you came in through the building's front door. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. The lock on my window at home has been broken for forever. Aw. Yeah, shouldn't Kay be going to school? Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture. Just the 3 of us. Yeah, a commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one. No. Aw! Hey, why not? Don't tell me you're camera shy, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course not, Detective. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm taking the picture now. Hey, come back here. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this, sir. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Stop that. I can't be seen doing that. Okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese. I want to see the picture. And thus, the long tale of the KG-8 incident came to a close. It saw the demise of a smuggling ring and the birth of a little great thief. But there is little time to rest and relax. For I am eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is my want to pursue the truth and my want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed. Aw. That's pretty cute. Window singular. Gumshoe's place is exactly one window. Aww. Oh, there we go. We're all done. I didn't think it'd only be 40 minutes left. But hey. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, we're finished with Ace Attorney Investigations. It took longer than the first and second games, I think, but not as long as the third in total. Yeah, so that was pretty fun. Edgeworth's hair looked like a wig in that photo. Oh, did it? Oh. I suppose we can play something else now. Actually, my friend Lauren wanted me to stream some Smash Brothers as I try the new characters, so I think I'll do that. But let's wrap up my thoughts on this game. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as the first and third Ace Attorney games. I think I enjoyed it around as much as the second. I think it's a more even game. None of the cases were as good as some of the best of the main trilogy, I think. Like none of the cases I thought were as good as like 1-4 or 2-4 or 3-4 or 3-5. But none of the cases were actually bad. None of them were none of them were questionable, like case 2-3, and none of them were as bad as 3-3. I hated that case, the one with the French restaurant. Yeah, all of these cases were pretty decent, I think. What would be my favourite? I think Turnabout Reminiscence was my favourite, actually. That was just a really fun little flashback at the characters, kind of seeing where they came from. Pretty neat. And I really liked how they all tied together to create one overall story. So that's pretty cool. It is this last case, not one of my favourite last cases. It just went on for too long. I did like how complicated they made it, the two different embassies. But yeah, it kind of went too long, I think. Yeah, overall I enjoyed the game though. I'm eager to see the sequel. The whole logic mechanic was interesting, but I don't feel like they were able to do all that much with it in the end. So I want to see what this logic chess thing is. So that'll be fun. Yeah, I keep hearing Investigations 2 is one of the best games in the whole series, so that'll be pretty cool. And music was pretty good. Pretty good music. A lot of really good new characters. Lang's cool, Kay's cool, Detective Bad's cool. Yeah, some really good new characters in this game. I feel like we didn't quite get in as much story on Lang as I was expecting. I thought there was kind of more to learn about him. Maybe that's in the second game, though. I guess we'll find out when I play it. Welcome, Quacker. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, this game was pretty tough to stream, since I couldn't stream it for very long at a time, because it kind of ruins my voice. And, yeah, so I feel like it took forever to get through the game. So I think I'll give it a bit of time before I try and start up the second Investigations game. Give it a bit of time. Okay. No, I haven't played Bloodborne. Yeah, I want to play Sekiro at some point, but I've got so many other games I want to play that that'll be a while until I do that. Alright, yeah, so the next Ace Attorney game I'll play is Investigations 2, but I will leave that for a while, since these games are kind of big commitments, because they take a lot of streams to finish each. Yeah. Alright, so I think I'll swap over to some Smash Ultimate to try out the new DLC characters, because I haven't touched it since the new characters started coming out, so I'm going to do that. I'll do that as a separate VOD. So thank you for watching the end of Ace Attorney Investigations, and I'll do the Smash stream as a separate VOD on YouTube.